Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, well, we got a lot to go over. So, on screen. Alright, so, captains, we have missed one of the blogs there from last week, but we also got some new blogs from the official Star Trek Online Twitter feeds. And we got an announcement of new ships coming to Star Trek Online via the Cryptic Studios Twitch stream. So what we're going to do is go over the blogs, go over the ship details, drop my 2 ECs as usual, and then give my conclusion. So here we go. So the first one that we missed from last week, captains, was the Cheval is coming to the console bridge. So my console caps. Next week, console captains can get a chance to claim the Cheval Science Spearhead from Star Trek Lower Decks. Yes, when they open an Infinity Research and Development or Bridge Officer Pack. So we have that here. The Cheval Temporal Science Spearhead. Now, captains, we already have a video that we went through. So what we're going to do is link that, everything that we do, and go over here on the bridge today. We're going to link in the description below. But yes, we already have this. Now, the important thing is this ship is going to be available from July 14 until August 4th. Now, I love this ship. Captains, we've already done a build video on this. We've flown this, and it's just so much fun. Do I recommend it? Yes. A couple things that will drop here EC-wise is, yes, you can get it through this, but we know that going through getting this via the promotion is gambling. So we recommend, of course, to not go that route, is get these packs, put them on the exchange, sell them for the EC that you need, and then buy it straight up for the EC. Or you can wait until next year for the next year's event campaign if all things stay the same. Because, of course, this will be included in the event campaign, just not this year. Because any new ships that came out will always be in the next year's campaign. Just like what we're going through now. So there's that, captains. This is a great ship. I've mentioned this before or the video. I don't know why I like the ship, but I do. It just is. It's really good, and it's really massive. It's a massive ship, but it's fun. And captains, you know I love my Star Trek Lower Decks, so that is something that is awesome. That will be coming to the console bridge. So captains, again, we'll link all of this in the description along with the video, so you can go over the details on your own and decide for yourself if this is a ship that you will captain. So there's that. Now, some of the newer stuff here that came. Of course, happy birthday to Captain Picard. Admiral Picard? Sure. Admiral Picard. Okay, so console captains as well can get bonuses to their research and development projects and duty officer assignments this weekend. So funny, this is so weird. We are going to the ARC side for the Cheval, and then the DOF thing, we're going over here to their new site, but sure. But it has pretty art. I like this. So there you go, Caps. Development weekend, junior officer weekend, get bonuses to your R&D project and duty officer this week. So we're pleased to announce the return of the Research and Development Weekend. This event will run from July 14th to July 18th. The features several bonuses throughout STO that will give captains of all levels a leg up, advancing their rank in the research and development schools of their choice. For those captains looking specifically for extra help with their projects, all R&D packs throughout the game will give out an extra 25% of the items they currently disperse for the duration of this event. Q R&D material reward packages, normal, advanced, and elite will reward 25% more R&D materials and have a chance to reward a catalyst. Alternatively, captains wanting to advance through the research and development schools as fast as possible should seek out harvest nodes located in mission maps throughout STO, which will only disperse 2 extra R&D materials each time they are used, but will also reward 10 dilithium ore, a big spender, and have a chance to give out a R&D catalyst during this event. For all captains that work on research development project during this weekend events, those projects will reward an extra 50% of the appropriate research and development school XP. This includes projects to make components as well as those to make items. So again, from July 14th to July 18th. So that's just the weekend there, Captain, starting tomorrow, Thursday. We're running a special event where you can earn bonus commendation by completing any duty officer assignments. So we've had this already before to the junior officers who work tirelessly and cramp Jeffrey's tubes, perish namelessly on away missions, or provide the endless streams of reports and analysis necessary for a starship to function. This event is dedicated to you. During this event, you'll gain a 50% increase in all commendation XP earned by completion of duty officer assignments. You don't need to do anything special for this bonus. It's automatic. Receive a free special purple quality duty officer with a unique active roster power by speaking with your duty officer contact. For Starfleet officers, enrollment allies, this is an engineering exocomp duty officer, and for KDF officers and Romulan allies, it is a Riemann duty officer. It's not available if you already claimed it the last time we ran this event. So this did already come, I think, from the PC bridge just recently. So again, there, captains, we'll just leave this blog here. Again, in the description, that is coming this weekend. Next up, captains on PC. So the PC bridge this time can get bonuses to their Admiralty mission this week. Woohoo! I need to catch up, captains. So here we go. Well, I love this art. I kind of love this art. I really do, to be honest with you. The Admiralty bonus week. Captains on PC can earn bonuses to their Admiralty projects this week. Starting this Thursday, we're launching the Admiralty bonus event from June 14 to June 21st. Your Admiralty missions will give out bonus rewards. During the special event, you'll find that all of your assignments give out double campaign, allowing for faster progression, no matter whose missions you're completing. Getting good with the Ferengi, serve the Federation or Klingon Empire, or help rebuild the Romulan Republic. In addition, all tour of duty missions will reward bonus dilithium ore during this event. Woohoo! We hope you enjoy this special event. Captains, command your fleet to take to the stars. So there you go, captains. On the PC bridge, there is that. Now, I'm just going to throw this as a bonus because this was sent to me by my good friend, Casual SAB, aka Spencer. Shout out to you, sir. Just something quick before we go over the exciting news. Eaglemoss. This is now, captains, I do have some of these ships from Eaglemoss. And it's a little 50-50 in my experience with them. And the reason why is the QA. Quick example, I got the Akira. This kind of is the earlier, smaller version when they first came out. And one of the nacelles were bent inwards. And I couldn't find an Akira that had a sort of perfectly... I have a little OCD on that. The nacelles need to be perfectly aligned. And they weren't. So some other QE issues I've had, some of the deflectors are too big for where they're placed, windows. Now, some haven't, in all fairness. Like I said, it's 50-50. But he got this here. Eaglemoss Limited filed a notice of intention to appoint an administrator today. Greg Connell, managing director of InfoLink Gazette, commented, Eaglemoss is one of the world's largest, biggest names in licensed collectible marketing and distributing. Now, this continues in this article here. But essentially what this means here, and all credit, of course, to Trek Central for this information here. We're just going to read this quickly. Some breaking Star Trek news has emerged today. It appears it might be the end of the line of Star Trek starships Eaglemoss following fan speculation. Eaglemoss Ltd., otherwise known as Hero Collector, has reportedly filed a notice of intention to appoint an administrator today, according to a Business Watch list. Now, again, I have a store that I go to normally where I do actually get these ships. I do have a Galaxy, I have an Ambassador, I have a Defiance, I have a Prometheus, I have a Voyager, Warship Voyager, and so on. I have a lot of these ships, but I don't necessarily order them because I like to check them personally, in person. Now, I'm going to link this article also as well in the description, captains. So, if anything here, it's of course safe to say that it's hugely disappointing for Eaglemoss to collapse, as some have described them as holding the torch for Star Trek merchandising efforts in the last couple of years. Additionally, the company is well known for its contributions, not just to the merchandising scene of Star Trek, but general information scene. And many Trekkers are rightly concerned they paid for collections which are not going to be complete. Additionally, Eaglemoss have debuted the Build the Enterprise D. This is the big one. A lot of people, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that have been building this out and waiting. So I don't know how that's going to go. A subscription product. Now, many fear that they'll be unable to complete this due to the state of the business. So that's an oof. I wasn't one of them anyways, but quickly here, conclusion. While yes, it does appear to be the end of the line of Star Trek Starship Eaglemoss, it might not be the case. Companies can enter insolvency and emerge from them in the case of being acquired by another business. While it is early days, time this writing, it is entirely possible for another business to acquire Eaglemoss. Now, again, captains, this was actually yesterday, July 12th. Thought we'd throw it in here. This is interesting because I could mention, have some of these ships and was looking forward to grabbing some more as time goes on. But hopefully, captains, this can continue, but who knows? We'll see. But on to the main target of this video. So, new ships. Yes, here we go. Now, I just clipped these from the stream. I will also link the stream below, done there by our good community manager there, McFadden. And of course, you see Bordicus there. So, here's the three. We got 3 new ships, and I believe these are bundled, but we're just going to go quickly over them because we're going to go over the bundle anyways. So, this is the Nobel Miracle Worker Research Science Vessel. I can't say that I'm a fan of this ship, but sure. But it has some interesting things here, like this one here. Sphere separation. What? The golf ball has sphere separation. That's hilarious. But during the separation there, you got plus 41.8 Starship Shield Restoration, plus 41.8 Starship Shield Penetration, and a detach immobile support pet modifies that. I mean, it's just like any other pet. So I really would like to say that they were going to probably fix the pet sort of AI on these things, make them a little bit more sort of combat friendly, if there's a word I can say. But at the end of the day, it's just something fun to have. I'm not a fan of this, not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of that. But the next ship up here, or the next thing that we'll go over here for this ship here, the Nobel Miracle Worker Research Science, is its trait. So the trauma response, self buffs from shield heals based on target. Shield heals are grant buffs to self based on target. Used on self, plus 5% shield healing and plus 5% max shield capacity. Used on ally, plus 7.5% shield penetration. Each lasts 30 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. Meh. And their attempt to put some shield stuff in game, that's fine. As you can tell, Captain's not a huge, big fan of this, but it is what it is. It's something to go over. Now, here's the stations for it there. You can see it is a full science miracle worker. And you have also a lieutenant miracle worker station tactical. Then you have a universal station there, engineering and psi, lieutenant commander, and just an ensign psi. So there's something for you, Caps. If this is something for you, I can't say I've come across a captain that likes the pasture. He uses golf ball, but here it is. Next one up is the USS Manitoba. Funny enough, USS Manitoba, that is where I was born, in Manitoba. Fitting. The Bozeman Intel Heavy Frigate. What do we say to make a ship better? Slap a torpedo pod on it, and there you go. It is the Bozeman Intel, but it's a Intel, which is weird. Why slap a torpedo pods on it and then make it an Intel? Nani? Sure, but it's a 5.3. Sure, 5.3. Again, we have, I don't know how many versions of this Miranda, but sure, it's going to come in the family. But this also means additional space Barbie. Woohoo! So the console there, the Tachyon Net drones, plus 1 passives are 1% critical chance, 10% critical severity, plus 76 starship perception. And Tachyon Net drones, that's kind of interesting. Deploy Tachyon Net drones for 45 seconds. Falling to all foes within 3 clicks, minus 41.3 damage resistance rating, reveal cloak ships on critical hit, applies 1,923.5 kinetic damage, ignore shields offline. Sure, something interesting, sure, why not? But I like the looks of this. Now we'll go over it, of course, when this does release. Next thing up here we have is the trait, the Temporal Surge, untargetable for 100%. Untargetable and, sorry, 100% crit chance. Very briefly, target to self, phase out and become untargetable for 10 seconds. 100% critical chance for 10 seconds. 600% turn rate strength for 10 seconds. 750% flight speed strength for 10 seconds. Minimum recharge prevents reuse for 40 seconds. What's not to like about 100% critical chance for 10 seconds? Like, they were really trying to make this very, very attractive, and I can say that because of the torpedo pods, sure, am I in? We'll see. We'll give the final conclusions when we actually see the blogs for these ships and all that, but sure. Station-wise, this has, again, intel, full intel, a engineering full command, commander command there, and commander intel, and then a lieutenant engineering. Yeah, it's engine, or is that universal? Yeah, whatever. Intel. So with the recent revamp of intel, of course, we're gonna have fun with surgical strikes. We decided to get this, but then you can see there's a universal station, lieutenant commander. Actually, there's a lot. 3 universal stations. Interesting. All right, well, we all know we're going to turn those into tax stations anyways, but in one side, that's cute. But there you go, captains. There's that one. Interesting. Now, this was a little bit of an interesting one. So it's the Kabot, or Kabot, Command Light Cruiser. So it's a 4-3. And it has a new experimental weapon. I saw this on their stream. It shoots purple. I am not a big fan of purple coming out of Federation ships, but that's just me. Graviton Dissonance Flechette? Flechette? Sure. Graviton Dissonance Flechette Projector. Kinetic damage and possibly shields offline to target 2,852 damage. If strikes a shield facing with under 15% strength, disable shields 1 per target for 30 seconds. Sure, why not? The trait, the Advanced Precision Guided Munitions. Weapon firing modes grant kinetic weapons extra damage. They had to put like some really good traits on this. You know that, captains, but weapon firing modes grant kinetic weapons extra damage, causes sympathetic detonation, dealing 10,154.2 kinetic damage if this weapon strikes a shield facing with under 15 strength, instead 20,308. So it kind of doubles without when the shields are under a certain shield strength. So that's interesting. Sounds good. Sounds something like fun we can have fun with. And again, what did they put? Some pods, weapon pods. Sure. On the, this is like the Shran. We have that ship, captains. It's a fun ship from the, like a T6ified disco ship there. But it's a command ship, captains. You know we love our commands, so they're really trying to tempt us. They're really trying to tempt us. So the stations, well, not stations, sorry, we have the Universal Console, the External Massive Munition Hardpoint. So plus 20.9% kinetic weapon damage, plus 5.7 flight speed, plus 20.9% Starship hull pen. And it's a massive quantum warhead. Now I saw them firing this. It looked okay. The explosion looked really ridiculous, but sure, there it is. Creates a 66 massive quantum warhead, which seeks target foe and detonates, dealing to target 7,509. Of course, that'll change with every ship and all its stats and all that, but damage to foe behind a cone if 3 or more foes are hit by same blast, grants plus 20% stacking kinetic weapon damage over 20 seconds. Massive quantum warhead receives bonuses from weapons training, projectile weapons skills instead of exotic particle generator. So yes, that is a thing that is going to come with this. It looked good. This is interesting, definitely. The experimental weapon I'm not too keen on, but at least it was just kind of a small purple visual, something that could probably get lost anyways in all the space pew-pews. Then the stations here, of course, full tactical commander. And then, of course, you have a Psi Lieutenant's Command there. And then you have one Universal Station there, I believe, Lieutenant Commander. And you got a Ensign Tactical and Lieutenant Commander Engineering. So of course it's gonna work, captains. We know that these ships, regardless, any of these ships are gonna work, but this one, of course, is the one that's eyeing Shirz's eye. Now, of course, this one and actually the previous ship there, the Bozeman Intel, just because of the looks on that, because why wouldn't you want to put it to this? Again, is going to add space Barbie to the ships that we have. So captains, there we go. We have some new ships incoming. I believe this is in a bundle, but again, we'll go over that information when the blog comes out, and then most likely I'll probably be getting this, just because 2 of the 3 ain't bad, really, to be honest with you, just to get all the kinetic goodness there that'll come out of this. But it is what it is. But we'll see. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. But there you go, captains. There's the 2 ECs. There's the stuff that we were just catching up on. Some interesting stuff coming down the pipeline, especially this weekend, for both the console and PC bridges. And of course, these ships, regardless, will be coming to Star Trek Online, most likely first on PC and then console to follow. So there you go, Caps. Thought we would drop our 2 ECs on that. So let us know what you think. Comment below on the new ships. Comment below on the Eaglemoss. What do you guys think about that, captains? You have that Enterprise D sort of piece model that they were releasing. How do you feel about that? Subscribe here to the YouTube Bridge. You know, captains, we will do our very best to cover all these stuff when it comes in, just to drop our ECs. And so that you know, especially when we come on to the bridge here, look forward to some video ideas we had to do on Star Trek Online related stuff and non-Star Trek stuff, just for the funs. But captains, with that note, we'll leave it on this.
Live long and prosper.